Well, thank you. You know, thanks to you, Chairman, that all the cabinet is not available, so it's just me. So you kind of appreciate this, because Chanukah, about 3 or 4 years ago, I kind of understand how it sort of pushed its way through officialdom. I was travelling to Jerusalem, and I was travelling on El Al. And you know what it's like when you arrive there. They ask you more questions than your mum did when you arrived late as a teenager. And they're asking the kind of people that I'm going to be meeting, and I say I'm going to be meeting the education minister, I'm going to be meeting I'm going to be meeting the president of Israel. And you can see the guy was beginning to think I was taking the mickey out of him. and he was like this tall. And an official from El Al, a female, came round. She was about this high. And she walked up to him, clipped him round the ears and said, "Oh, just shut up. This is Eric Pickles. He's quite harmless." Give him a donut. And I was quite pleased to have been recognised, but not so pleased to have been described as harmless. Now, I'm the lead on IRA. I'm the UK head of delegation, and played a part in bringing the IRA definition, which is from America right the way across Europe and pretty soon Australia, is adopted as a standard. I want to assure people it was never ever my intention to cause any problems to any political party within the United Kingdom. Never. And indeed, initially everyone accepted it. But I think we need to be clear, and this isn't really just to the UK. There are some who object to the examples. And the reason that they object to the examples is really for 4 things. They want to be able to call Israel an apartheid state. They want to be able to say that Jewish people owe a greater loyalty to Israel than the country in which they were born. They want to be able to say that Israel is like the Nazis, and they want to be able to have a higher standard to judge Israel against the Middle East. Now, I don't regard any of those as free speech. I regard all those 4 things as bigotry. What I think people sometimes have missed, because colleagues sometimes say, well, it needs to be put into law. It's not legally binding. I can't think of anything more disastrous than making it legally binding, because politicians will then get their hands on it, and they want to amend certain things. They want to change things. So it's much better the way it is. But it's not just a declaration. It's not just about once you've signed it, that's it. That's the beginning. And it's in our Crown Prosecution Service. It's in the health service. It's in local government. It's in our schools. It's in the Church of England. And it's gradually going to do its best to start to change people's attitudes, to start to ensure that we fully recognise that the Jewish culture, that the Jewish way of life, that the Jewish standards are a fundamental part of the British identity. And without that, Britain is diminished. And I think if we've had to go through this process in the United Kingdom, if that is understood, if that is valued, then it might just have been worth it, because it's not just a question of standing firm with our Jewish friends. Actually, rather like the sound of this all-party group. I'd like to join if that'd be okay. It's not just a question of standing in Parliament. It's not just a question of standing together. It's standing together as British people, for British people, to ensure that British people have a right to express their religion in public without fear, without looking over their shoulders, and And to celebrate that with those members of the British community who are Jewish, Happy Hanukkah, where's my donut?